Hey there, my name's Nader, Nadernejad, and I make videos for international students and people moving to Canada. If you fall under any of those categories, be sure to subscribe and smash the notification bell, because in today's video, how to save money on food in Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's a question I get all the time, so I'm going to be sharing my best tips to save you hundreds of dollars a month on buying food, and also I'm going to show you some of my favorite items. I want to thank Canadian Tire for sponsoring this video. When I first moved to Halifax, I bought all of my items from Canadian Tire. Most of my cutlery and cooking materials were bought from there, as well as a lot of my office space. If you haven't watched my video on the best items to get when you're moving into your apartment for university, check out the link in the description below, because I share some of my favorite items from my Canadian Tire product haul. So how do you save money on food in Halifax, Nova Scotia? Well, the first thing, and it's gonna go above budgeting because everyone says you gotta budget. The number one thing is actually cooking a lot of food at the same time. What you wanna do is cook quality food that's gonna last you throughout the week. The more you can go back to that one meal you love, the more money it's gonna save you. Buy some meal prep containers. I bought mine from Canadian Tire, and what I'll do is I'll cook my favorite casserole dish, or cook some chicken breast, or just cook something in the oven. And I'll separate that out into different meal prep containers, and I'll take that to work. So how do I cook my food? One of my favorite things to use is the MasterChef 2-piece stoneware bakeware set. This stoneware bakeware set makes mac and cheese in the oven so crispy, and they're good quality. They don't break easily. In a student apartment, you often have limited space, so you might be hitting things around on your countertop. I can't tell you how many glasses I've accidentally broke. This stoneware bakeware set will not break. It's strong, it's great for cooking food, and they're big. So you can put this thing in the oven and cook food for the whole week. I really recommend it. You can make a casserole here and then maybe put a salad on the side or whatever you like, and put that into different meal prep containers, and then you'll have food for the entire week. But what about when you're not eating lunch outside? If you're living close to campus, or you're even on campus, you may just be able to come home and eat lunch, and you want to eat in the most comfortable way possible. You might not want to go around and buy different bowls from separate places. You might want something that goes together, looks nice, has that strong, sturdy quality like I said. You don't want your dishes breaking on you, and a color that can really go with anything. This is the stoneware dinner set from MasterChef, and what I love about this is they put 12 pieces in here for you. What you're gonna be getting is a lot of plates and bowls, and different sizes too. This is great if you have company over. You're gonna make a lot of friends in university and college, and trust me, it really helps to have a dinner set where you can just take things out, serve food, and have friends over. This is fantastic because it has bowls and plates that are different sizes. It's great for serving, it's great for eating, and you're gonna have a few friends over, no problem. This is amazing. So that was step number one. You can buy all those items from Canadian Tire. Just get those two things. You can bake a casserole or your chicken breasts or whatever you want in that stoneware set. Like I said, it absorbs heat perfectly. The second tip I want to give you is finding foods that you eat often. So you want to bake them in the same way, you want to cook them in the same way, and you want to make sure you eat them every week. So what's your regular protein source? Do you eat a lot of eggs? Do you eat a lot of chicken? Do you eat beans? You could be vegan. Everyone has different dietary restrictions, preferences, and needs. So go out and see what you really like. What do you want? And get those foods every single week. By going back to the same things, you're going to be able to keep your budget consistent. And then if you're feeling a little bit adventurous, you can add different treats or different foods on the side in addition to what you usually get, and that helps keep things spontaneous. And before even saving money on food, you're going to want to save money on your equipment. You can't use, let's say, a serrated knife that you would use on bread on cutting a tomato. It's just not going to have the same effect. You're going to crush up your fruit, so it's not as good. What I recommend doing is buying a knife set, and this one is perfect. This is a MasterChef 4-piece knife set, and what I love about this is that, first of all, there are plastic covers, so I can throw these things in the drawer and pull them out quickly. You're on the go, you're a student, you're just going to pull this knife out. You don't want to cut your hand. And while knife blocks are nice and they look pretty, I don't recommend getting a knife block because they take up a lot of counter space and they're not really necessary. In this case, you have a knife for cutting whatever you need. Onions, garlic, the small vegetables, and you can also cut meat with this. You can cut bread with it. You can really do anything. It's a 4-piece knife set from MasterChef, available at Canadian Tire. It's very inexpensive, easy to get, and anyone can use these. They're ultra safe. safe, plastic handles, and make for easy washing. I recommend this knife set. This is the MasterChef reversible cutting board. So you can use both sides. See, the edges over here are plastic, so they're not gonna slide off the counter. They stay in place, they're firm. And you may be thinking, hey, I prefer a wooden cutting board. You're probably thinking about cutting board aesthetics or something. Keep that out of your mind, because plastic cutting boards aren't as porous as wooden cutting boards. This is gonna be a lot cleaner. This is gonna be a lot safer than a wooden cutting board because it's not as porous. Meat residue, food residue is going to wash right off, whereas wood, you're gonna be placing small cuts inside of that wood and then the food is gonna sit in there, which is actually very unhealthy. It's a lot harder to clean and you wanna do a lot more than just putting that thing through the dishwasher. This one's quite easy. It fits right into the dishwasher. It's washed easily, it comes out easily, and they also come with two, so you can use a small cutting board and then you can use the big one for cutting meat and big stuff, and it fits away really easily. So I recommend this as well. All these items are really going to help you out, but they're also going to save you money in the long run because they're very inexpensive and they're very practical. When you're a student and you really want to look for the practicality behind your items, and all the items I've been sharing with you, I can vouch for. They're practical, they're going to help you. Last but not least, it's food storage. One thing that's going to save you a lot of money in the long run is making sure your food doesn't go bad. You want to keep your food cold, you want to keep it as long as possible. So this comes down to buying the freshest things you can get your hands on. I've lived in Halifax for quite a while, and sometimes you won't always find the freshest vegetables in stores, but the farmer's market has great things. You can also check out the fruits and vegetables that are in season. See what looks fresh. If it looks fresh, it feels fresh, it smells fresh, it's probably going to last a lot longer than, let's say, berries that look kind of squishy and soft. So you really want to look for that. Use your eyes. You'll get used to picking fresher fruits and vegetables over time. And then what you want to do is store it in a cold place, which is why I'm so excited to share with you the MasterChef mini fridge. Canadian Tire sent me this and I am in love with it. I've always been a fan of mini fridges, but what I love about this is the amount of space that it has. It stores my food, and you know what's great? If you have roommates, you can have this fridge in your room and keep your food separate. Maybe not all of your food, but some of your go-tos, like I mentioned. You can have a snack in your room. You can have things that you can just grab while you're eating. Mini fridges are great because they fit away into any corner. And this is a high quality mini fridge at an affordable price geared towards students. MasterChef makes a lot of their lineup geared towards students so that you can buy things affordably, but also have that practicality factor. They understand that you're a student. You may be in a dorm room, that you may just want to grab a quick bite to eat while you're working away, and this is geared perfectly towards you. So really consider getting a mini fridge, keeping your stuff cold, and buying things when they're fresh because they will last you longer. In the long run, that will save you money. My name's Nadernejad. Thank you for watching this video. If it helped you, be sure to subscribe and smash that notification bell. And be sure to check out the items by MasterChef. I'm linking them down in the description below. And I'm so excited to hear about your feedback. What do you think about this video? Do you have any questions about the items or about really how to prepare your food? If you do, let me know. I'll answer you in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you for watching.